And how's everyone doing today? I hope you guys had a good night. For all of my American viewers, happy 4th of July. Oh, man. Yeah. Oh, wait. Something is going on. Give me a sec. Oh, right. I know what's going on. I've got my audio duped up. Give me just a moment. There we go. Knew something was wrong. There we go. And let's get into the game. Yes, I'm a weirdo. Prefers to load from the save instead of the autosave. Doesn't make sense when the game is paused. I doubt I'm going to get many viewers today. 4th of July and all that. So who knows how long this stream will actually be. But yeah. We've got 2 stores now. And why does my mouse feel weird? That feels wrong. Alright. We've got a decent amount of space in here. Maybe we try to pick up this last one today, square it out, but I think we start by moving this to the back of it. Set you over here for a moment. I don't have a ton of things to put on the floor at the moment, so I'm kind of working with what I got. God, they're completely jank and off center of each other, but that works for now, I suppose. Let's get some money inflow because we're clearly lacking on that. Oh, good. It managed to take care of Stinky. Hey, Steve, how you doing? Why did it look like you've been on overnight? And really? I'll offer you 65, my dude. Well, so was your 15. Dude, out from behind the counter. The reason I ask if you were on overnight is because you left your stream avatars on all night. See, I've done that a few times. Consequence of having 3 screens, it's easy to forget something that's not on a screen you're looking at. Yeah, no, I understand that completely. I forget too because, sometimes. But as far as yesterday goes, I spent all morning till trying to get a hold of my store level manager to talk about me me getting a transfer, only for by 11 o'clock to feel like he was legitimately dodging me. Like, legitimately, I went to work 4 times after getting off of work, and every time he was not there, even though he was supposed to be there 20 minutes ago. Like, wow. I'll offer you 9. That's a little more. Your final offer is still over market, so you're not getting more than $9.50 from me. Take it or leave it. Oh well. I mean, yeah, it's a decent amount of paperwork, but it's going to be even more paperwork when I go to HR about it, because then that's corporate getting involved, and corporate doesn't like to get involved. When corporate gets involved, that's when people start getting fired. Why would I do that? I only have one of these, if 22 of those. Get out from behind my counter, good sir. Oh, I am feeling a little zesty today, I think. I definitely have been throwing shade. I just gave him double change. Karma. I mean, now I'm wondering if you're right about that. What have I done? Anything to deserve some bad karma? Well, there was that thing with the nun's habit and the firecracker. Oh, really? Fair enough. You know what? I'm going to offer you a flat 80. Take it or leave it. $7 under his offer, which was already under. I swear, some people can't negotiate. Oh, sorry about the wild camera angle. Is it just me or is everyone... God, it's like half these people are... Oh, forgot I had this out. That just made up all the money I was short. All right, what you... No thanks. Not that I can't get more of those. It's that's a really bad deal for that. What? A single card. I had a single selling for almost $3,000 and he bought it. All right, let's see. They have decimated our supplies today, it looks like. All right, first off, what you offering me? I don't have one of those currently. I'll offer you 37 for it. Brett, you are offering me almost $2 full over market. Be happy that I'm only offering you 3 under. Why are you... My mouse is really twitchy today for some reason. I don't know why. I need to look at my mouse sensitivity. I one time offered somebody a penny for a $1,000 card. Yes, what can we do you for? No, I don't really want to buy that. They just walked away. So insulted, they just walked away. Which, understandable. But still. Yeah, we got wrecked. Let's check our supplies here first. Well, blue for some reason is not selling lately. Oh, I grabbed the wrong one again. What is it? I clicked that. But somehow I pulled the wrong one. Okay. Great order then. Alright, sorry about the wait. Yeah, no, for some reason my mouse control it feels really weird today. You know what? I'll take 113 for that. How about that? I could have probably gotten 110, but that felt... He was already offering me 40 under market. Why did... It really just feels weird today, my mouse. It's weird. Yeah, I am going to be spending quite a bit restocking tonight, I think. Black dice. Oh, good. Finally emptied the box. Blue dice. Skittles of dice. I swear. Customers treat these things like Skittles. Really? Okay, okay. Nah. Yeah, just offered him 0. That's way too low. I just stocked those up. Alright, and we are closed for the day. Bro, I just said we're closed. He was already quoting me 40 under price. Or, come on, buddy, get out of here. All right, come on. Closing time. Yeah. Well, all right. So let's start cataloging the pile of absolute shit we're gonna have to order today. A case of these. Case of these. Oh, right. I also got to pay rent today. Let's go ahead and pay the rent first then. I'll get a case of these. Almost always need a case of this. I know I need some of these. Because, yeah. Red, I can do with. Yellow. Yellow and greens cases. Deck boxes. White dice. Jeez, we're getting up there in cost. So much for getting to do some reno this time. Great. And to get that, oh wait, no, that last plushie, the weird one, all the way down here. I need 2 cases of that. Oh, so much for getting some so much for getting some I mean, I'm more than happy to talk about it on stream right now if you want to chat, if you want a message about it, you know? But yeah, either way, I will contact you. It's just been hella, just, life's been screwed up the last few days. Oh. You know what I'm gonna try? I'm gonna try to get that last table in the room. Between trying to get the transfer, it being the holidays, and my car is not entirely legal right now, so I have to be careful when I'm driving. You know how that goes, you know? Alright, no problem. I'm gonna be here for a few hours, hopefully. Do I only have one left? Alright, let's get all this laid down. So many plushies. They really went ham on my plushies. So yeah, no, I don't know what's going on, but it feels my mouse control seems weird today. I don't know whether that's just me being weird or what, but something feels off. Yeah, we got to figure out how to get these all in here. You sit right there for a minute. Oh, of course, it's gonna. How many? Yeah, I lose out a little money every time, but I'd rather keep all the plane confined to this area. Smart Mercy, you guys got a worm goal looking over you. Hmm. All right, and on this one, our next big add to the collection of things we're selling are some of these. So we'll put the two of them we get here. All right, welcome back, Steve. You should not be there. I know what was supposed to be there, and it was something I have to order from here. Nice. Close enough. House Flipper 2? Well, I don't have it, and I don't really have money to get a copy of it right now. Fair enough. I'll have money on the 8th, provided it's not too expensive. Yeah, literally, my rent's due the day before I get paid. This week is hell for me. I am subsisting on whatever cold pizza my roommate brings home from work, and my sheer willingness to sleep my days away. Oh, nice. I'll have to take a look at it on my end. Yeah. I just might be able to get it then, yeah. See how many more of these we can make. Yeah, no, the 8th is going to be a really bad day for me because I'm going to be really tempted to buy way too many games that I'm only going to play once. Oh, God, that's a horrible way to put it, isn't it? God, how many games do we buy on Steam sales that we only play because that, once because they looked cool when we bought it? Then we started playing it. Well, I mean, that's just it. I've probably got 150 games. I said this would be neat to play on stream. I played half of them on stream once and nobody came. So, weirdly enough, I've been finding decent success lately with games like this where I'm running shops. Yeah, dude. And I was looking at possibility of getting a Steam Deck recently. Not for, for just my personal casual gaming, because this, like I miss playing on consoles a little bit, but I have all these Steam games, and if I'm gonna spend $400 on something, about $400 or $500 on on something that's essentially a console, I want to be able to play those Steam games on it. This is just optimizing my card storage, clearing out all the stuff that just does not. All right, I think we can reward ourselves with some boosters. Let's get a pack of the rares and a pack of epics. When we get the building a little bigger, I think I wanna move the checkout to the middle instead of by the door. Mostly because I'm tired of people walking behind it, like it's an easy path in and out of the store. Ooh, nice. There we go. Nice. And that loop up foil was one that we already had, which means that was going to be available for sale. All right. Yeah. No problem. I will. Hey. streaming today, Steve? If you're still here? Or are you taking the day off? Because I think you're on a RimWorld kick right now. Ooh, nice. All right, what do we get? Not a great opening hand on this one. And we are getting a lot of first editions, but not anything else in this box. There we go. Something with enough bite to offset costs. Not enough, but just really not getting a lot of value out of this box. Good God. Finally. There we go. There's some value offset. I'm not expecting a valuable card out of each pack, but it is nice when you get more than one in an entire pack of 32. Do we want another box? Or do we want to save up and unlock the legendary box license? Ooh! Or do we want to start selling Destiny packs? We're gonna have to save up like hell to get those. Same cost as that box. And if we get the box, I've already got the space on the shelf for it. It's just currently got the wrong label. I think I know what the problem with my with my control is. I was playing uh pressure uh pressure washer game earlier. And I think that's got me all a little sorts at the moment. I already did you. Alright. Let's fill out you. Alright. Alright, so we got a couple good value ones, but nothing big. So let's resort by price and put one of these big ones up here. I like how the full card non-foil isn't as valuable as the gold foil. That's funny. But I feel like this is going to be the one to put up as the median between, as the high ball for the day. Alright, come on. Just a little longer. And to be fair, what you're seeing now is exactly why I keep buying the ones from customers that I don't have any of. Because if I buy them and then I get one from a booster, the one I get from the booster is immediately being sold. By buying one guaranteed from a customer, when I get one by chance from a pack, it's then immediately available for sale. So by taking the guaranteed opportunity, guaranteed chance, when I get one by a random draw, it immediately goes for sale. I don't have to worry about, oh well, I don't know when this is gonna sell. It's gonna sell right away. Or I should say, it'll be in in my duplicates for sale right away, I should say. Not that it's going to sell right away, although these do sell out usually before noon. Love to refill them, but the only employee we've ever hired was so shit that I'd rather run things myself and just stock once a day. All right, there we go. Let's see how we did today. Even with the rent, we still more than made it. You know what's funny? We might be... Nope, can't buy it. Alright, how y'all doing today? Day 42. Yeah, dude, let me tell you, the longer you go, the more fun you'll have. Well, 42 done. I'm starting my 43rd. Alright, let's see what I got our line already. Alright, well, we got... I just made that. Honestly? Really? Honestly, the whole thing is just persistence. Okay, fine. Oh, okay. My bad. Why are people so smelly? Good question. How you doing? Oh, yes. You know I'm buying that for I'm gonna offer you $2.55 for that. Go starts. There are only 80 different ones, and I now have 5 of them. If you have to wonder why people are so smelly, just remember that some people consider it a taxing chore to bathe. And that explains everything about why that stereotype is there. The thing that I question the most, and you've probably noticed this too if you're on day 12, the next time you see a person in a suit, look at their feet. Why are they wearing sandals with a suit? Oh, I just gave him 25 cents too much because my mouse likes to double click sometimes. Dang it. Okay, so the thing is, the smelly person has to go buy the air cleaners for it to clean the smell off. That's why I've got 2 of them right here, because one won't always get it all. But with 2 of them right like this, they can't come into the store without going through it. As long as I don't get a lot of them, one after another, it catches them. Yeah, that's what I found. And once you open up the second location, make sure you make it. Once you open up the second location, make sure they can't get in through that door without you air cleaning them. I made that mistake the first day of it being open. So in here, you have a sign. One side says use the main entrance. The other says welcome, please enter. If the welcome, please enter is out, they'll walk right in here and then come through here to buy, even if they're stinky. There are better ones than these two. Hey, Dirk, how you doing? There are better ones than these two, but they cost more money. Just sick? So, are you sick? Are you sick in doing sick kick flips or just sick? Oh, new homesick. Gotcha. New homesick. Well, new rental sick. New to you rental sick. Yeah, no, I understand that. No thank you. Unless you've been eating mold, in which case, why are you doing that? Alright, tall man in the room. Okay. You know I can't pass that up. I'll offer you 1,100 for that. Oh, yeah, no. Get to a hospital if it's black mold sick. Ugh. That's the really bad kind there. Well, all of them are bad, but that's the really, really bad. They just don't stop, though, when you're all by yourself. Alright, I get to walk away for a moment, and immediately already. Yeah, but if you don't make sure you get treatment, that cough will literally stick around for 6 months. Make sure you get a treatment for it. No. And why did you need so many of these packs, ma'am? I mean, not packs, boost, What is going on here? My mouse is double clicking more than normal today. Derg, I refuse to believe that all normal medicine does not work. Just the affordable normal medicine does not work. I'm not saying medical care is infallible. I'm just saying it's come a long way from hocus pocus. Why are you offering me $3 over? This is when I offer you $5 and you walk off. Yeah, of course not. Well, then you can just go pound sand. I'll be honest, Derg. I'm no medical expert, but everything I know about how medicine works tells me that if antibiotics don't work on you properly, then you don't have a life expectancy past 40 in our modern age. But I'm pretty sure they do work. I just don't know enough about the science to say anything concrete. Oh, brain. I mean, that's great if you don't normally get sick. You know, that's great if you don't normally get sick, but you know, there's something going on. If you know, most antibiotics that you take aren't working, it means you're either underdosing or it's the wrong antibiotic. You know, that's just, from my limited medical knowledge, that's the only thing I can assume. Is it's either the wrong antibiotic being used incorrectly or it's not being used strongly enough. And that's not your fault. You know, if your doctor's telling you wrong or you just don't know, I'm offering you 20 for that just because you're asking for 5 over. You're still asking for too much, so I'm going to ask for for 50 cents more. Bruh has low self-esteem. I want noted I bought a $1,000 plus card and I still have 2,100 at the end of night. All right, folks. Closing time. I'll offer you 70. Because One I don't have, which means it's one I can pull. Like I said, I don't have the medical knowledge to say what's going on there. All I can say is that doesn't fit my understanding of how it works. So, which admittedly, my knowledge is probably flawed. I am not a doctor, and I did not go to college. So, anything, take my opinion on that with a grain of salt. Yeah, see, on that one, hey, Blue Brumby, thank you for the follow. See, on that one, I'm even worse because I grew up with ADHD and I stopped taking it in high school because I couldn't afford it anymore. Like, that gets expensive. And I was taking first Ritalin, then Adderall, so. Yeah, see, unfortunately, American healthcare, and they do free about as well as Britain does at letting you say what you want on social media. Yeah. See, when I stopped taking Adderall back in high school, the reason we stopped was because it was going to cost my parents like $700 a month. Which, given that, it's understandable we chose not to. We made the decision not to do it. That was before all these programs that do get the generic version of this off the over the shelf. That was before all those programs. It was bad. I still deal with the consequences of not continuing it even now, honestly. We are still questing for our last 4 for the Anges full set. We've got 8 of the 12. We need the 2 full arts and the gold and the EX foil. Oh, which it's been a while since we checked his value. Where is he now? He has actually gone up in price. That's awesome. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's wild. It's wild how expensive medicine has gotten. My aunt, as most older medications can, yeah, absolutely. Like, I'm not even kidding. Most older medications can. Even most newer ones, honestly. They really, when they develop medicines, they don't care about what else it does, what problems it causes. It's just that it solves the problem they're aiming for. They try to get rid of the other problems after the fact. Like, my aunt remembers when she could get enough diabetes medication to last her for 2 months for under $50. You know. Now look at the cost of a single dose of insulin, you know? Like, but honestly, medical problems are not something that should probably be discussed on stream, honestly. This isn't a game, this isn't a medical stream, it's a gaming stream. Racing games? I believe I've made it clear, while I will occasionally play them, I'm not big on that style of competitive. If it's a game that I need to play for 6 months solid to be able to get access to a car that will keep me competitive with other people, that's no fun, because I don't have the time nor the patience to play a game that long. At least not one I'm not interested in. Most racing games don't hold my attention long enough for me to want to play them on stream. My statement remains the same, honestly. But that might also be because I've seen way too many YouTube shorts using it as background material to ever want to play it. Same thing with Subway Surfers. Seen it on way too many YouTube shorts to ever want to play it. I mean, doesn't really change how I feel about it. Like, let's put it this way. Mario Kart was probably the last racing game that I actually enjoyed, and I only enjoyed it when I was sitting around playing with family. Racing games just really aren't my thing. I can play them, I can even enjoy them, but they're not what I reach for when I say I want to play something fun. It's not even that I'm terrible at Mario Kart. It's just I don't have a drive to play it, you know? Mostly because a lot of racing games, to be at their best and most enjoyable, they're controller. Or a lot of them. I'm on a mouse and keyboard. I'm not going to buy a racing wheel for a game I'm only going to play once or twice a month. Weird thing is, a few days in game ago, I had like 6 people in a row ask me for a trade for that card. I mean, yeah. Yeah, Derg, it might be, but again, racing games aren't my thing. You know? They're just not my thing. It would be like me choosing to play a racing game on stream would be like, you know, because you talked me into it, would be like somebody talking a nun into playing an adult game in public. It's just not what anyone expects or really wants, except one person. Okay, let's be honest. There's a lot of people who would like to, you know, who like the idea of having a nun do something weird like that. But it doesn't change the fact that it's not what I want to do. I did play Warframe on stream for a while. For about a week. Tells you all you need to know. It only lasted about a week. I was not aware I had 3 more in here. When did I get some of these? This is one of those uncomfortable moments where you realize that you had cards you didn't have. Didn't know. Oh. There we go. All the ghost cards I have currently. 6 of them. What happened? It didn't hold my attention. It didn't hold my attention well enough to keep me playing. Yeah. And that's not saying it's a bad game. It just wasn't for me. This is holding my attention. A game, you know, for me to have fun with a game, it's got to hold my attention. I have to, I have to keep wanting to come back to it and enjoying it. I did have other people playing. I had a cousin of mine who's been playing Warframe since day one, and it just didn't. I was just so far behind the curve on everyone else I was playing with that it made it unfun. Like, yeah, the game might be fun mechanically, but I see all these people using all these, using all these other mechs, and punching down to be able to play with me, and it was just no fun. You know, it's been like a year and a half since I even had it installed. Alright, let's get some bulk boxes made. Weirdly enough, we still have a yellow bulk. That's weird. Can we make a third bulk? Yellow bulk. Nope. It's the same. It's honestly the same problem everyone else seems to have with Final Fantasy 14. With me trying to get them into it. It's they know they'd be joining in at low levels when I'm already a decently leveled character. And it means they'd have to grind through 3 DLCs to get to the late game DLCs, and they're just like, no, that's boring. Even though when I played that character on stream, I got all the way to that in like a week and a half. I hate compromising. I hate making agreements like that. My problem, Dirk, is I don't have a lot of time for gaming. You know? And most of it's taken up by streaming, so it's like, do I pick a game I like to stream, or do I play off stream on with somebody? And to be fair, I'm at the level on 14. I'm at a point on 14 where I'd have to spend money for a time card to be able to even play. Whereas you'd be able to go through the entire base game and first 2 DLCs on the free trial before you have to start paying. Yeah, you'd be able to go all the way to level 70 in 14 before you have to start paying. For your first character. Yeah, I think we go with him. That's not even kidding, by the way. That's not even kidding. The freaking free trial for 14 is absolutely ridiculous on how much it lets you do before you have to, get a premium, start paying for your account. I legitimately would have to re-download and install the game to find that out. Also, I think part of the reason I stopped stopped playing and I installed it was because it was even on middle to low settings, I was still kind of rough. Just because of how fast things are in Warframe. Apparently, I've gotten a lot of these. There's a really common card, apparently, for a $10 card. Yeah. I was lagging even on lower mid-range graphics settings. Just, did not perform great on my system. Well, to be fair, that was also before I improved my, started paying for a better internet connection. Yeah, see, I think my problem was I was trying to party with people in wildly different time zones. Which we've seen even when we're playing even when we're playing games that aren't massively FPS dependent, we struggle with on stream. But, so before you say your potato laptop it does fine at 300 FPS, stream 2, and run music on the side, and another piece of software like OBS, stream avatars. Time zones might not be, but the distance still exists. All right. Honestly, I'm surprised I've got that many ghost cards. I thought I only had 4. Let me tell you, speaking from personal experience, streaming to Discord and streaming to Twitch are 2 wildly different things. Streaming to Discord is like using a hand camera. Streaming to Twitch is like using a professional camera. There's a big difference between the 2. Honestly, I'm just running a 1660 Ti. It's not like I'm running a high-end graphics card. I'm a mid-range graphics card. And honestly, it's a low mid-range. If anything, I mean, I think I've got 24, but, you know, I would legitimately have to go look it up at the moment. Why do you only... Why only 12? Oh, that's terrifying to only have 12. To be fair, I can remember when having 512 megs of RAM was big. Yeah, like that stinky got through because 2 of them came through. So you get the hose, sir. Dirk, I think the point you're missing is this is the only PC I've ever streamed on. And it struggled with it at times. With all the other software required. I'll offer you 15. It is not too low. You're just being a crybaby. I offered her a quarter more. They really come in droves first thing in the morning. To be fair, Dirk, if your PC really is that much of a potato, you really should be always running with low particles, but you never seem to learn that lesson. Alright, Dirk, let's look at it this way. I have been streaming about 4 years, and my computer was considered mid-range when I bought it. I mean, that sounds to me like you jumped into a mission you weren't ready for. Alright, okay. So I guess I should clarify my statement a little. It sounds like you built a poor loadout for that mission. If you were not dying, but not able to kill them easily. I paid to paint too much. And your average strike was dealing how much? Green. That, and how much health did everything else have? 50,000? Okay. So the average other enemy had next to no health comparatively. So what you're saying is you had a build that was perfect for small enemies, but not for big enemies. Or it could have been just fine for big enemies, and you just pushed ahead too far and pulled too many of them. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know the mission. And it's been too long since I played the game. So. I will offer you 500. Bro, that is not an exit. Get out. Get out of there. No. Why is it every time a character like this guy comes to the front, it's always with some stupid ass freaking offer. The only reason I have one is because I just made a bunch of bulk. So what I'm hearing is you kept stumbling into the wrong spot, and then you know more than anything else. No, sorry, buddy. Alright, I gotta do some serious shelf loading tonight. So what you're saying is you made it to a respectable difficulty level and then ended it, and you see that as a failure? Get out from behind my counter. Good God, these customers, man. Don't respect the register at all. Alright, how many sad people do we have? None? Hey, achievement, 1,500 customers have played in the shop. Nice. We need more Minstar plushies. Trying to figure out everything we need to buy before I... These are the absolute worst on having to buy them. You played the risks and and made your decision. There's nothing bad about that. You didn't fail. You played as long as you felt safe, and then ended it. Played smart. What's bad about that? Ooh, I didn't make it to the last level they let you play to. Okay. I mean, I did not play long enough. I was going up against level 100 plus enemies. I will tell you that straight up. Yeah, that name is not familiar to me. You have gotten a lot further in the game than I ever did. 100%. Like I said, I only played for like 2 weeks, just a few hours a day because I was playing it for streaming. And I didn't stick with it long term. Heck, I think that might have even been before I was putting my stuff on putting my videos on YouTube. So there's not even footage of it. It's been that long. It was a slow day. No, not surprised. Like, it's been outside of the realm of what I focus on for so long that it's just like, okay, good. You know, it's like it's like asking. I don't even have a good analogy for it. It's outside the realm of my current experience, so it's just like, okay. I don't have the frame of reference to know why that would be surprising or neat or anything like that. It's not, this isn't me trying to be mean about it. It's just, this is you asking a cook if he'd be interested in digging a ditch. And I'm not saying, I'm not wanting to be mean about it. It's just like, it's outside of the reference of what I follow. So it's just like, okay, yeah, neat. I don't want to be mean, but it legitimately trying to stay in the conversation feels like I'm just yep. I don't want to be mean about it, man. The last time I was interested in trying to follow Warframe, I had just turned 30. And it was primarily because a friend was playing it. The only reason I played it later, when I got a PC that was finally kind of able to handle it, was because I had a cousin who was also a streamer who actively played it and wanted me to try it with him. I mean, I've been talking with Steve about doing a PvE Death World Factorio as it is. And while I'm interested in space engineers, and I very much enjoy space engineers, I'm also in it more for the build challenge than the try to constantly fight to keep myself alive challenge. I mean, I know you saw it how I preferred to play, you know? I tended to be the guy that stayed at the base and kept building while you guys explored. This isn't... I know my niche, so to speak. Hey, go for it. That was a silver. Come on, all I want is full card art and jizzes. I mean, like I said, I'd have to look up my... Bro's really gonna make me look up my my RAM. I only have 16 gigs of RAM. I'm on a Ryzen 5. My graphics card only has 6 gigs of RAM. I know I'm a very much mid-range PC when it was bought. You know, that's why you don't see me playing the you know, all the games that have all the ridiculous graphics. I know my PC can't handle it. But it was a PC that was bought on a budget and it serves me well enough. You know, my Windows was installed in 2021. That's how old the PC is. It's 2021. It's a 4-year-old PC and I'm managing to play, to play and stream at the same time still. If I'm choosing to play games that don't have massive graphics loads, that's because, one, my computer can't handle it. Yeah, yeah. And any pirated games, you got that challenge of finding them again. Unless you have a, can offload them onto a drive. Just remember a external dock for hard drives are not that expensive. All right, let's put out a few more expensives than normal today. I don't feel like I got very many expensive cards recently. Put you out. I said any pirated games. I did not say anything about Steam games. Even if they pretend not to, half of us do have at least one pirated game. Technically, if you've ever played anything console on an emulator, unless you own a copy of the console game, it's technically pirated. If you've ever played a console game on PC, like if you've ever played any old NES, SNES, Genesis, on an emulator and you don't physically own a copy of the game, that's technically a pirated game. Because you didn't buy it. Everybody knows how to use an emulator. It's literally like loading a save game, that, in any, these days. It's literally that simple. You download it, you install it, and you load the ROM like it's a save game file. That's literally emulators in a nutshell these days. I could teach my dad how to use an emulator, and he's never used one before in about 5 minutes. Half of that would be just it installing. This explains so much why I could never get you to play randomizers with me. I've got an emulator on my phone. That actually. Honestly, what you've said is honestly more bizarre than most of the other stuff we've talked about here. It's been bugging me, and I finally did something about it. We need red. How much is some bread? I mean, but at the same time, it's like I mean, the hardest part about learning to use emulators is mapping out is remapping your controller to the game, and half the games we play these days require us to do that. But anyway, ooh, we lost money today because we got that. Understandable. Well, no, I think I was 10 when I got my first PC, and it was an MS DOS PC. I actually tried to learn COBOL back in the day. Didn't do very well at it. All right, y'all, start getting in here. You Stinky, you keep on walking. I'm attributing that more to what you've described of your family than anything else. I'm not blaming you on that one. I'm blaming that on what you've described of your family. And that also explains why you have a fixation on racing games. Because they do have the easiest entry curve, and a few years ago they were really, really popular. Yep, I know. You've told me before. Bro, I see you brought it down below. Not a single card that I can see, just a bunch of sleeves. I'm not gonna get into your family. We've talked about that before, and that is a deep dive down shit highway there. That is 3 podcasts and two specials all by itself, and I'm not all about that. All right, what are you trying to sell me? No. Have a good day. All right, there we go. I hope you're not planning on putting all 100 of those sleeves on one card. There we go. Looks like we're finally starting to get to the end of the parade. There we go. Swear we can set. Green is the most popular deck case, flat out. Like, I just bought a case. I just bought a case of them. I just put one on the shelf yesterday. I'm going to put this up here, and I bet it's going to be half sold out by the end of the day. Go on, Stinky. You're not welcome here. Well, we found who bought most of the cards. Look at slides. What is with the freaking flip-flops on the freaking suits? What are those? I'll offer you 96. I keep wanting to type in. I'll offer you 39 first. Because you were asking for 11 over. Fortunately, it was a card I already had, so I'll be able to sell it immediately. Get out of my face. Rude. Somebody really likes a single card in the booster boxes and the in the freaking All right. Oh, look. Green case. Green case. What are you wanting to sell me? Nah, I think I'm good, man. That's low enough it would end up in dross. I don't have any problem getting enough dross. All right. I was half expecting him to come out here and say, and offer to sell me something. That's because that's her job. I'll offer you 8. I'll offer you 8. Really? Another? You know what? I'll ask, I'll offer you 16. I think I've heard of that game. Never played it though. Never really looked at it either, so. There you go. Get out here, get my box. Where do ones go faster? There we go. We have sold quite a few red dice today. Alright, what are you offering to sell me right at the end of the day? Nah, I'm good. One last purchase, alright. Sorry, bub, we're closed. Move on. Freakishly tall dude. Move on. Shoo. Shoo. This place is not for you anymore for the night. All right, how many closing times do we have? Feel like I need to get a broom out. Blue will actually run. Science. All right. Might be worth looking into at some point. All right, what upgrade do we make? Do we finally get our first double-sided shell? I think we do. All right, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Just for reference, every time I have to step off to go use the bathroom, I run the risk of falling through the floor. Because there is a broken joist in the hallway right in front of the bathroom door. And, well, it does that. I think we get our we've got these. I think we get our first double-sided shell. Even though it is actually cheaper to just get two single-sideds and put them back to back. Although, to be fair, this has 4 spaces instead of 3 on each side. I don't need it at the moment. It'd be just legitimately just getting space. There. There. That's what we'll do. It stops feeling so weird and uneven in here. Other than this. All right, well then. You know what? I think I want to. I need to just go ahead and buy that license because we're getting to the point where Warren. Brain, tongue, work together. Tomorrow we're buying the second license. I'm going to stock up the shelf with these and then open the rest. I thought we needed more. I'm not gonna complain. More chances to get our yeah, when I say there's 80 different, I think it's 40 foil and 40 non-foil of the ghost arts. And it might even be further divided up into white and dark art. Ooh. So actually, I'm not sure how many there are. I've seen the wiki say 80. I'm just not sure how that's divided up. Whether it's 80 different arts that can be foil or non-foil, or whether it's 80 with 40 foil and 40 non-foil. Either way, there's apparently an achievement for getting a foil ghost card. So, yeah. Those are also the cards that are going to sell for 10,000. Apparently. Getting one of those and successfully selling is basically, you win. Here's it's worth noting. I don't even think it's not even that the card is like legendarily great or something like that. If we sort it by wind and over. I sorted those by that wrong. Do we not? Do we not currently have any in here? Good. We are way. There it is. Yeah, we've got more than what's visible in here, but like, it's got an okay effect. I just really like the way art looks for it. It just looks neat. It's not like it's some super awesome card or anything. It just looks neat. That's why I'm trying to collect a full set. Also, it's one of the ones that we've seen so far that doesn't have a evolution. Well, it's not one of the only ones, but it was one of the earliest ones we. I just like it. That's all I can say. There's like a 50-50 chance that there's going to be a truck at work. A truck on what's supposed to be a backstop night because somebody got a wild hair. I am honestly really disappointed in how rarely we see all, the higher tier Anges cards. Like, what is it about that particular one that it just does not show up there? I got tons of first edition, tons of first edition, tons of commons, but I've only seen a few EX, only seen a few silver, a few gold, and even less of the foils. Never a full card art yet. All right. Well, I think that is. Hmm. Hmm. I'm a little disappointed there's no Angus statue. I think there is an Angus poster though. I think I remember. Yeah. You know what? Screw it. I'm buying it. I don't care. It just cost me 1,000. All right. Yeah. Now I think we're gonna call it here for the day. Uh, I will see you guys probably tomorrow. Depends on how screwed up tonight is, I suppose. I will catch you guys next time. See you later. Peace.